and welcome to the 20th episode of the Cantina Chatter podcast. With New York Toy Fair 2018 currently going on, there have been many reveals from different brands and franchises. Today, Jurassic Park fans and collectors are celebrating the reveal of new Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom merchandise from Mattel, Lego, Funko, and more. And to help me mark the occasion, we have a jam-packed episode for you featuring well-known collectors in the Jurassic Park toy community. Jay Jurassic, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Ted Brothers, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, finally.
Matt Brando, welcome back.
God, I'm so sick of coming here. Oh. I'm just kidding.
And Baptiste Couder from Mattel, welcome back, sir.
Thank you. I'm glad to be with you again.
I'm glad to have all you guys here on the podcast. Ted, I think it's your first time, so welcome to the show. Awesome.
Thank you.
So we have a lot to discuss, so let's get right down to it. This morning, many of us woke up to the reveals from New York Toy Fair, and honestly, we knew this was coming. New York Toy Fair is one of, if not the biggest weekend for new toy and collectible announcements, and needless to say, I was really looking forward to seeing what would be dropping, and there's a lot. So we didn't just get reveals from Mattel, but we also got news from Lego and Funko, so where to start? So much stuff. So before we get into the Lego and the Mattel stuff, does anybody collect the Funko Pops?
I do.
Okay, Jay, what did you think of those new Funko Pops that were revealed today?
I don't collect like a bunch of them, but I have a few that I've gotten from my friend. He collects them all. Like I got the Rocco ones and stuff like that. I love Rocco's Modern Life, and I wanted them to do Jurassic Park ones. I haven't had those in person yet, but from what I've seen, I don't like that the T-Rex is the same size as everybody else. She should have been like the other Funko Pops that they got for Lord of the Rings, the Dragon, or King Kong. It was like a big Funko Pop. I didn't like that about it. Other than that, they look pretty all right. You know what I mean? I haven't seen them in person to actually really inspect them myself,
Sure.
But once I do see them out in the wild, or even if I get the chance to get them online, I will.
Cool. Well, we are the InGen inspection team, so hopefully we'll be inspecting all of this stuff really soon.
Mm-hmm.
So who else said that they collected the Pops? Bap, was that you?
Yep, it's me. So actually, I collect mostly the Alien ones, but I've been pre-ordering the Jurassic Park ones, and actually the T-Rex size is clearly an issue because when I ordered them, I saw that it was the same price, and I was like, oh my god, it's a super good deal because it's the same price, but it's obviously bigger. Yeah. And when I saw the picture, I was like, okay, I understand. So it was not a good deal, it was the reality. Well, I pre-ordered them, so I can't wait to see them in person, but yeah, I'm kind of excited by them.
Nice. Yeah, I don't have a huge collection of the Funko Pops. I only have a few from mostly Star Wars ones and a few DC ones. But for Jurassic, I know fans have been asking Funko for these for a long time, so I'm probably going to go all in on them. I mean, I'm not going to rush it because there's already a bunch of them coming out in March next month. So, but I definitely want to get them all. But I kind of do agree. The T-Rex should have been a little bit bigger. I mean, obviously they have ways to make deluxe Funko Pops, so it is too bad that they're not doing that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the Lego stuff. There's a lot of new Lego sets, and that's not too unexpected. Last or 3 years ago, actually now, Lego did a bunch of Jurassic World sets. Matt Brando, of everyone on the show today, I think you're the most into Lego, and I know we both bought the entire Lego Jurassic World line. So what do you think of the Fallen Kingdom reveals that were shown today?
I don't know. I mean, I saw the leaks, and I thought they were. I also saw the leaks of other films like Han Solo and stuff, and they officially got released. But I think the last great year was honestly last year for Lego, and this year they've really gotten cheap. Everything is so small now. It's just they make the smallest possible vehicles to fit a minifigure, and then that's it. You can crunch maybe one guy to cockpit type of deal. And the Lockwood Mansion or Manor or whatever, it looks so small. I mean, I'll be buying all of it. And I did all the calculations. There's 5 sets, regular sets. It's gonna be a total of $300. There's I think 3 junior sets, and then 1 or too Duplo, and I don't know. I think people are just buying Lego sets now, at least for 2018, just for the minifigures and the dinos, because the Carnotaurus is new, Digimoloch, Indoraptor. So I'll be getting them all. I mean, I don't know. It's just for that sake. It's not because they're awesome. Because the 2015 sets were cool. I don't know. Do you have all the 2015 sets or not?
I do. The only thing that I missed was I think that freebie, like Toys R Us Gallimimus.
Okay, yeah, that was like $8 or something. Yeah, I got 2 of those. Maybe I'll give you the other one. But I don't know. They're okay. You know what's crazy? I love Lego. I switched from Hasbro to Lego for Star Wars figures, but I'm just so excited about today's Mattel stuff. I'm just like, okay, well, Lego, whatever. Mattel time, yeah, Mattel. So I don't know. Their Legos okay. I'm big into them, but I don't know. I'm not too much excited about them because they didn't really blow me away. So.
Yeah, it's kind of like I know I advocated this when we did our Force Friday 2 podcast, last year, but I kind of feel like they should kind of stagger the announcements, like maybe Friday Mattel, Saturday Lego, Sunday Funko. But it's just really overwhelming having everything at once, and it's kind of like sensory overload. It's like, oh, there's this, there's that, there's this. Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, though, I really like what I've seen. I don't know that I'm going to collect everything again because it's really expensive to collect Lego, especially when you have all this other stuff that's coming out alongside it. But the one set that I did want to mention that I especially liked was the Gyrosphere Station set. I mean, I feel like especially since I visited that film set a couple years ago, that's something I need. Not to mention the fact that it also comes with Claire, it has Owen, it has Justice Smith, whoever he's playing, and a Lego Carnotaurus. So for me, that's definitely a must-have. Anyone else have any thoughts on the Lego stuff?
I'm kind of agreeing with like Matt on this. Like it seems like there could be a lot more done for those sets. Some of it's a little bit, I don't know. I just felt there should be more. When I also saw the leaks, and when I did see the leaks, nothing really got me going, oh man, I need that set. Even with the ones for like Jurassic World, where like I got them because I collect, but at the same time I didn't. I think the only one I really liked was the Indominus Rex one. And I'm a big T-Rex fan, but that one with the car thing or whatever that you put the T-Rex in, I was kind of like, okay, that's...
Yeah, that set was $80, man.
I know, God. Dude.
And what really made me mad was the Indominus Rex set was like $130, and once again, Lego's just being so like cheap and small. That set is like a triangle paddock. I mean, the paddock's cool, the set's cool, but like the figure barely fits inside of it. It's like, what?
When I had it on display, I actually had to like break it apart a little bit. Not like actually break it, but like disconnect it and have it like so that she can roam around. Like
you don't have to buy 2.
Yeah, exactly. It was too small, and it was a lot of money. And like there's so much stuff, so it's like the same thing like you said, Victoria. Like I don't know whether I will get every Lego set because I might be focusing more on Mattel this time, or like more on like the toy line rather than Lego set line. I might get the like you said also the Carnotaurus because Carnotaurus is pretty badass dinosaur, so. Right,
totally. Anybody else have any thoughts on the Lego stuff?
Yep. Well, on my side, like in 2015, I was surprised because I'm used to collect the Star Wars ships and as well the Harry Potter sets. And they were always so accurate and full of small details. And when I got the Jurassic World sets, I was a bit surprised because clearly accuracy was not the matter. They really wanted something playable. So a few sets were really nice, like the mobile veterinary unit. It was my favorite, to be honest. And I was expecting more accuracy in 2018. And when I saw the sets, it was a huge disappointment. Like, most of the vehicles are not even in the new film. And clearly the manor is quite cool. But as well, my favorite is the one with the Carnotaurus and the gyro station because it's like the park. So basically what I like. But yeah, a bit disappointed by the sets.
But the manor is so small. The coolest thing real quick? The coolest one, my opinion, is that helicopter because it's so big with the Raptor. It's like, I forget what it's called. Like the Capture Raptor copper set. It's like $50. That's the coolest set, I think.
And by the way, we forgot to mention Blue's color, which is, I mean, what happened?
Yeah.
Very interesting. I hadn't even noticed that myself. That actually looks like, is that, I'm trying to think back to the other sets. I have them all like in storage, but is that Delta? Is that kind of what she looked like last time?
Is this from the Lockwood Manor set?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to be, Bap. I think that's supposed to be Blue, but that's not the same Lego figure of Blue, because I have her, and she's got like a darker green on top, and then the lighter green that she has that's in this new minifig is the under like belly. So I don't know what that is, but maybe you know what it is. It's just a repaint for you to buy more. That's what it is.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah.
So the diecast stuff. I heard you guys speaking a little earlier about some diecast stuff. I myself haven't really had a chance to look at like the Galoobs or the vehicles that have been shown, the Matchbox stuff. Matt, you mentioned something about a 1/18th scale diecast Jeep. Is that one of the Matchbox vehicles, or is that something else?
I might have to flip this to Baptiste, but I saw on the Spanish dude's like video somewhere on YouTube that there's a 1/18 scale Matchbox. I'm assuming it could fit figures in there, and there's the regular Mattel Jeep right next to it. Nobody's talking about this. I don't know why. It looks amazing, but Mr. Matchbox, Baptiste, what do you think? What is that?
So yeah, as indicated on the box, it's a 1/18 diecast, and actually, as you can see, it's full of awesome details. To me, it's like amazing to see that the tires are accurate. Like, it's really impressive. So to be honest, as you know, guys, I've been like trying to make diecast of Jurassic for years now, and even the small ones, they're all amazing. So the question for me is like, how will I stop myself buying them each time I will see one? Because I'm pretty sure I won't stop. So it's going to be quite hard, but there are many accurate details. Like if you take the small Textron Tiger from Jurassic World, you have the right engine logo on the doors. So even the G-Class on the doors, it's really amazing. So yeah, we can really expect nice stuff from Matchbox.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll need to take a little bit more of a closer look at all that stuff because, like I said, there's just so much stuff that was like announced today, and I've kind of been all over the place doing different things. I haven't really had a chance to sit down and like totally absorb everything. So, yeah, I'll definitely want to take a look at that. So the Mattel Jurassic World toys have been perhaps one of the worst kept secrets in recent memory. A lot of the photos leaked back in December, and websites were scampering to remove the links to the photos. And I'd like to get each of your takes on the new product. But first, I'd like to mention the different assortments that are coming. And I'm just looking here at the Entertainment Weekly website because that's where they were announced initially this morning. So it looks like there is the super colossal Tyrannosaurus Rex. It says it's 3 feet long. It's inspired by the iconic T-Rex from Jurassic World. And it says that it has authentic sculpt and deco and the ability to eat up to 20 mini-sized dinosaurs.
Yes.
And it's $54.99. That's not that bad for something that's 3 feet long. So there's that. It says there's also a Jurassic World Story Pack assortment. And it says that these are $14.99. The picture, it looks like there's 2 different sets there. There's one that has Claire and the Gyrosphere, and then there's one that has Owen and Velociraptor Blue. And there is also the Jurassic World Hatch and Play dinos. I like these. They're definitely a throwback to the old Kenner hatchlings that came with the eggs. And it says that these are also $14.99. There's a Velociraptor Blue, there's T-Rex, there's Sticky Moloch, and there is Triceratops. Then there is the Jurassic World Mini Dino Assortment. It says the line includes 28 dinosaurs for kids to collect, and hopefully when they say kids, they mean us. And it's T-Rex Blue, Stegosaurus, Pteranodon, Carnotaurus, Baryonyx, Apatosaurus, and more. Those are only $3.49, so, you know, this would definitely be like an impulse buy. Let's see, we have the Jurassic World Basic Figure Assortment. These are something that we really wanted back during the Jurassic World line that Hasbro never did. But you have the basic figures. They're 3 3/4 inches tall. They come with a little mini dinosaur, just like Kenner did it back in the day, and some pretty cool weapons and accessories. And $7.99, really attractive price on those. We also have the Jurassic World Roarivores assortment. Those are $14.99, and it looks like each of them makes roaring sounds, and there's some really cool looking ones in there. This is going to be a really cool assortment to collect. There's the Jurassic World Action Attack assortment, $19.99, and so far they're showing Stegosaurus, Suchomimus, and Carnotaurus, at least here in this photo, and I think that's probably going to be like the main line for like the larger, somewhat larger dinosaurs. Then we also have the Thrash and Throw Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's $39.99, a little bit cheaper than the Colossal T-Rex. It says that it has stomp and roar sound effects and a tail-activated thrash and throw feature. Looks to also be quite articulated. There's also the Jurassic World Gyrosphere Blast Vehicle, $29.99. It comes with what looks to be a Humvee-type vehicle and a gyrosphere. It doesn't show any figures, so I don't know if there's any figures in that set. And then we have the Jurassic World Real Feel Skin Mosasaurus. It's $29.99, and it says that it's from Jurassic World, and I guess it's maybe going to make an appearance in Fallen Kingdom. And the Real Feel Skin, obviously that's a huge throwback to the Kenner days. And then there's also a mini Dino 3-pack assortment. So I don't know if this is the same dinosaurs that are in the regular mini assortment, but these are 3-packs. And it says that these are $9.99, and you get 3 dinos, and each set will have an exclusive dino that I guess won't be available on the single packed dinos. And then there's a few other random things like the Uno Attack Jurassic World, Big Dilophosaurus head. You have the Jurassic World T-Rex Anatomy Kit, $49.99. That is quite cool. Very much a throwback to the Lost World. And then there's the Jurassic World Kamigami robots. Looks like there's Velociraptor Blue, and then what they're calling Villain Dino, which we know is the Indoraptor. So quite a bit of stuff that's going to be coming out of this line. So I kind of want to get you guys' overall impressions and reaction to what we've seen so far. So Ted, let's go ahead and start with you. What are your thoughts?
Oh man, I'm super excited for that gigantic T-Rex because it eats stuff and it reminds me of the bull T-Rex, and I absolutely love the bull T-Rex. So that's the one thing. That one and the Mosasaurus are the two like big stuff, that I missed out on that with Jurassic World with the little tiny Mosasaurus that they with Hasbro released, and now this one's just massive and it just looks awesome. Big dinos, you can't go wrong with that, man. And the anatomy set is really cool. Like you said, that throwback to the Allosaurus Medical Center, very 90s, kind of like gory guts and stuff, and digging up dinosaurs and stuff like that. I think it was pretty cool, and the Carnotaurus definitely. So I'm down with it.
Yeah, definitely good stuff. And yeah, that's very much a throwback to the Lost World Allosaurus for sure. It's just crazy. It's like you're saying, it's definitely a 90s oriented toy. We don't see things like that anymore. Yeah. So Jay Jurassic, what are your thoughts on what we saw today?
I'm very excited. I saw some of the leaks when they had come out, but now seeing them more like not being leaks and more focus on what the product is and whatnot. Just like Ted said, the one that really caught my eye is that anatomy set. Yeah. Because I have the Allosaurus anatomy set in its box, and it's like one of my favorite sets that I didn't have as a kid, and I remember seeing it at Toys R Us, and I'm like, I want that set. But my mom was like, well, you can have that one, or you can have that. And it was like between like 2 vehicles, and I was like, okay, I'll take the 2 vehicles. And then I never got to see that set again until later on I found it on eBay and was able to get it. And that is a set that I will definitely go after. I do like that they brought back the real feel for that Mosasaur. And that Mosasaur just, it chomps on the Hasbro one completely. It's, 28 inches long?
Yeah, it's like 2 feet or something like that. It's huge.
Dude, it's massive. That thing, that is a huge dinosaur.
It will go in the bathtub with me. I will take a bath with that thing. Just saying.
It's just what I think they've developed a really good line, and there's a lot of throwbacks to the Kenner line and to the lines that we loved from Jurassic Park and the Lost World lines. Them having back human figures, I can't wait to see them more in person. But just knowing that they have more like real weapons, it's not those like crazy weapons that Kenner would put on the figures. These look kind of like what they might be actually using in the movie if they do get these type of weapons. It's not like that trank, like crazy, like
Malcolm's giant trank gun.
Yes, that one, dude. You can't even hold that. I have to put like little, like how I have them displayed. I got to put like that like double-sided transparent tape on his hand so he can hold that weapon, because it falls off all the time if you don't have anything holding it. Some of them have hatchlings, it seems. It just, the whole line has kind of blown me away. I was again, we were so thrown off by the Hasbro line that I was kind of like, well, whatever they do, it has to be better than what Hasbro's doing, and they really did. I think they've done a good job. The electronic dinosaurs look really good. Them having those different tiers of like sets, like having the basic dinosaurs, the electronic ones that are medium-sized predators and herbivores, and then having the colossal dinosaurs. They did it all, and it's so great. And I really want that Uno set with the Dilophosaur. That looks awesome.
That thing is like super cool, man.
I'm gonna have like, it's somebody that doesn't know, because I don't have much. The friends that I have around me are not Jurassic Park fans like we are, guys. So I would love to just have that. No, just look right at the mouth. Just look at the mouth. What does it do? Bam! Just hit him in the face. Throw some Dilophosaur venom in there too. Some of my. But yeah, it's exciting, and man, I'm super excited for this set. It's just, I have to be really picky and choosy, but because there's so much, and adulting is hard.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes, it is.
And I like that you mentioned that there's actually like a scale here. Like everything actually looks like it might not be in 100% correct scale, but I mean, at least they made an effort to have the smaller dinosaurs be small and the bigger dinosaurs actually be big, which is definitely something that Hasbro did not do.
No, definitely. You can actually see it from like the box sets like that. I think I saw on Jurassic Outposts like story today. You can see like the baryonyx and the Triceratops. They're a lot bigger by putting them in scale with the figures. You can see that they are bigger dinosaurs, and the Carnotaurus as well, and the Stegosaur. Which, oh, by the way, Carnotaurus, that is a really cool looking Carnotaurus.
Oh yeah.
Like it looks very all these dinosaurs are not like scientifically accurate, really. You know what I mean? But it looks, as much as we love the Demon and as much as we love the Bone Breaker, their designs aren't exactly perfect. But this Carnotaurus,
the
Stegosaurus looks pretty. Oh yeah, the Kenner one. I still wanted it so much. I have one, but like I remember as a kid, like I really wanted a Stegosaurus, and then I got one later on and compared it to the Lost World one. I'm like, why do I want this one so much? It's so bad. But I mean, everything looks good. I'm really excited.
Hi, my name is Gabriel, and I want to tell that I really love the new Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toy line from Mattel. And I want to say my favorite toys that I'm waiting for is a super colossal Tyrannosaurus Rex, the super posable Indominus Indoraptor, and the giant real feel skin Mosasaur. I'm also expecting the Carnotaurus, the Baryonyx, and that Triceratops if you haven't seen that one yet. And there's plenty more out there, and I want to say I really want to get them all, but I don't have enough money or shelf space, and hopefully I have the time to get them all before the end of 2018. Anyways, see you next time.
Baptiste, what are your thoughts on what we revealed today? I mean, obviously you're in a little bit of a different position because you might have seen a few of these things already, but what do you think?
I might, but clearly The cool thing is that if we have this scanner like throwback with the scaled action figures and dinos. I'm a huge fan of the baryonyx since I'm really young, so I'm really excited by the toy. The electronic Ankylosaurus is also very nice. Of course, as you guys said, the Mosasaurus is clearly a must-have, and indeed, I think the bathtub will be option number 1 after the purchase. But I'm also amazed by the level of details in the gyrosphere, for example. Like, it's really accurate. The seats, the metallic parts, it's really impressive. And even the mini dinosaurs, I mean, they all have articulations, which is really impressive for that size. So these are a must-have for me as well. But yeah, I'm really excited by them. And as you guys said, it's many toys for 1 year, so it's going to be difficult, clearly.
Right. And Bap, I don't know if you can tell us exactly, but did they show us everything?
As you can imagine, there are still a few things pending. They couldn't show everything for the toy fair because it's really early. As you know, the toys they will be on shelves in a few months now, so many things are planned, but of course I can't say much.
Definitely. So Matt, what were your thoughts? We saw a lot of stuff from Mattel, and what do you think about it?
I'm just kidding. I like everything. Those T-Rexes, have you guys seen Good Burger?
Yeah.
The movie?
Yes, yeah.
All right,
Good Burger.
Do you remember when Kenan Thompson, it's like at the beginning of the film, he wrecks the teacher's car, and Sinbad, and Sinbad's like, ow, and then Kenan Thompson's like, ow, and then they're just going back and forth like, ow, 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 I'll get a summer job. So like, I'm looking at these Rexes, and I'm like, ow, 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 God, I'll buy it, fine, because I'm not satisfied with them 100%, but the sculpt is amazing. I don't like how that Super Colossal Rex is. Okay, it's cool that it's big, right? Like, it's huge. You can display it. You can repaint it. I'm sure you repaint it.
Oh, yeah,
it looks
absolutely.
great.
Yeah.
But it's not 1/18 scale. That's dumb to me. I mean, it looks great, and you can use it as a Chronicle breakout. You know, you can make your own for $55. But I don't know. I have a YouTube
video showing how to do that too, by the way. So
yeah, you should make some Instagram photos. All right, but back to the Mattel stuff. The shameful plugs. The thrash and throw, man. God, I hated that when I saw it in the leaks. I hated it when I saw photos of it, but it took me to see Bryce Dallas Howard do a demo of it, and the sculpt looks great. That would have been the greatest T-Rex ever, like toy-wise, if it didn't have those robot cones. I swear to God. Yeah. But besides that, it looks really great, and I'll probably buy one. I don't know. If I see it in box, I'll probably lose it, and I'll probably cry. But everything looks great. And something that's really great is that no one's talking about is the human figures. They have, like, elbows and knee articulation. I called for that in my wish list video. I'd said, like, 7 to 9 points. And they look, like likeliness-wise, it looks great. Everything looks amazing, especially in box. It just gives me joy. But some of the little articulations, like the thrash and throw, and I look at that Stegosaurus in box, looks awesome. But I look at that tail, and I can see like the little like Lego type brick articulation, and I'm like, ugh. But everything looks really. I agree with Jay. That Carnotaurus looks awesome. So overall, I'm satisfied. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, I was waiting to be disappointed in a way because I mean, you get to see the leaks sometimes. Remember, we saw some of the leaks of the Hasbro ones, and we're like, oh, they don't look that bad. All right,
man.
And then all of a sudden we get the
turn them around and there's screw holes.
Yeah. So when I saw the leaks of these, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna say anything because last time I was like so excited, and then they just kind of like hit me in the face with the toys at Toys R Us or wherever I was buying them when I saw them. Wake up in a nightmare.
And speaking of, you said earlier the accuracy, and you mentioned the demon, Ted. I need to talk to you about the dino damage piece for the
Oh, dude,
demon later.
I've got like 12 made. I've got 12.
Yes. All right. Good to know. I have to say that.
Gotcha.
Get in line, Brando.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I need
think
one of those
all-
too.
I think
Hey man,
every one of you-
Hey man,
only do
I
so
sent
much.
him
I'm one
photos.
person.
I sent him photos. Okay, I should be in the front of the line.
Ted, who else sent you photos?
Yeah, everybody sent me photos, and a guy sent me his demon to use to like. make some
I offered
bits.
my demon.
He lives in South
You just
Carolina,
had to
so
send
much
the
closer.
Oh, whatever.
And yeah, I'll hook you up with that.
Yes.
So generally, I really like what I'm seeing. I mean, I didn't have any realistic expectations that Mattel would go back and do exactly what Kenner did in terms of sculpts and overall quality. But I do like that they seem to be using Kenner's blueprint in terms of the different assortments and the scale. And that's actually really, really cool of them to do that, like honoring the past while bringing things into the present. And while Mattel might not be doing things to the level that Kenner quite did, there are two things that I feel are really important. And the first thing is that these look a hell of a lot better than what Hasbro did 3 years ago. And secondly, the toys look good. I mean, not Kenner and not perfect, but they look good and they look fun. And like for me, the standouts, I know you guys mentioned the Mosasaurus with the real feel skin, totally. The human characters, the baby dinos, awesome. And then I'm really drawn also to the $20 assortment with like the Stegosaurus, the Carnotaurus, the Baryonyx, I think I saw a photo of. Colossal T-Rex only being $60. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely getting that one.
Yeah, we've talked about it in the past about because we're Batman fans and how Mattel and they own the license for that. And didn't you say like it was for the one Batmobile for Batman v Superman or Justice League, and it's like $25 maybe? And you were like, if Hasbro made this, it'd be like $40. I'm like, I know. So the prices we can all talk about are amazing. Like 15. I mean, the Roar of Roars are like equivalent, I guess, to the price of $15 of Hasbro's Growlers, but these things look way bigger.
Yeah.
Definitely. The Hasbro ones are like, I don't know, like the basic dinosaur size. Well, they didn't even have a size like, they just, their size ratios or whatever are all over the place.
Yeah.
You have a Triceratops, you have a
Giant
Compsognathus.
dinosaur.
You have a Compsognathus the size of a Triceratops. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You know, paleontologists hate on Jurassic Park line already as much. When they saw the Hasbro toys, it's like, oh no, you can't have these ones fighting each other.
Where are the feathers?
Yeah.
And the feathers. The feathers is always the big issue. And then when you have these kids playing with these toys and buying them, we already know we collect them. But you have the little kids buying these toys. They're like, well, this one can fight this one. No. You see, that's an 8-ton predator fighting a 20-pound little dinosaur. You can't. Well, Hasbro made them this size. That was one of the things that really ticked me off when I saw that line of dinosaurs. I was like, how come this one's the same size as this? What is going on? You know what I mean? With Lost World and Jurassic Park, you didn't have that. You had different sizes, different tiers for dinosaurs, and that's one thing that like these guys got spot on. Which is great.
Yeah, and they were under a lot of pressure too. I mean, they knew that the fans were expecting a lot, and I think they saw what Hasbro did, and they're like, okay, well, we have the license now. This is what we can do, and I got to give them props for that. I mean, they did a really good job.
Yep.
Yeah, if anything, like Hasbro gave them the blueprint of like what not to do.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
So say you go into a toy store and you see the entire Mattel Fallen Kingdom line. What is the one thing or the very first thing that you buy, Baptiste?
The electronic baryonyx.
Ooh, the electronic. That looks really good. I mean, the paint on that one is like a standout.
Exactly.
Jay, what do you think? What's the one thing that you buy? You see all the toys on the shelf.
I would say that one of the T-Rexes. If they have that anatomy set, I think that's the first one I'm getting. I'm very biased when it comes to T-Rex. Anything T-Rex, I'll just, even if it doesn't look that great, when I get home with the T-Rex figure, I'll be like, okay, it's not that great, but it's still a T-Rex. All right, put it on the shelf. But it would have to be probably that anatomy set. That it looks so cool, and I think the T-Rex in that set looks really good too. Like, I don't know. I think that would be the first one I would get out of the whole set.
Nice. Matt, what about you?
You know, I want to say the Carnotaurus, but I'm going to go with the Indoraptor because I am an Indominus whore.
Yes, you are. And Ted, what do you think? What's the one thing that you would buy first?
Well, first off, I wait till my wife isn't looking, take the credit card,
Nice.
I get them all, because it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission. That's the one thing you have to remember. So, I'll probably go for the big T-Rex, just because, you know, even if the paint job isn't the best, I enjoy painting stuff, and, you know, I mean, I've bought models that are $60, so why not buy one that's a massive T-Rex like that I don't have to put together, but that I can paint, and it's big enough to get a lot of detail into it, you know, and I just enjoy that kind of stuff. So definitely the big T-Rex. If they don't have that, then definitely the Carnotaurus, because I don't have any of those. You know, I'm not fortunate enough to have the rare demon. I'm just here at my shop making the parts for other people, so. So yeah.
No, Ted, what you say is, honey, it's not for me, it's for the
For the
daughter.
kid, yeah. Yeah.
Research purposes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
It's
just
for,
tell-
it's for
just-
you too, babe. It's for work. It's for work.
Ted, just tell, you know, your wife knows we have our own little segment show.
Yeah.
Tell her it's Jay's birthday's coming, and I
Yeah,
have to
it's for
impress him
work.
with a bunch of Jurassic Park stuff.
But
You
you
know,
don't even like Jay that
$1,000
much.
worth of toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for work. Write it off on the taxes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right, deductibles, baby. Every year, $1,000. Boom.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you guys' help on that too. I have to make up some lies for these toys
Okay,
too.
no problem. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
We should talk off air so they don't hear our plan.
Oh, okay.
All right.
My girlfriend doesn't listen to my podcast anyway, so it's fine.
Cool.
My husband doesn't
Okay.
listen to my podcast, watch any of my videos or anything either, so I'm in the
Yeah,
clear.
we're all the
Yeah,
same.
we're all in the clear then.
My wife
Yes.
can't even listen to me, period. So, I mean, let alone my podcast that I'm on.
So
Boy.
for me, I mean, everything looks good, but if I, went into Target or Walmart or Toys R Us, well, Toys R Us is closing, but if I went into any of these stores and saw everything on the shelf, I think I would get the $20 range Stegosaurus. I mean, you guys know Stegosaurus, my favorite dinosaur. And I think it looks a little bit like the one that Dave Silva did for Hasbro, back several years ago, and they never released it. It has kind of a very similar sort of shape and aesthetic to it. So, I mean, I know there's cooler things in the line from what I've seen, but I think that'd be the first thing I would get would be that Stegosaurus.
Now that you mentioned David Silva, I want to say something because that Indoraptor is like the most articulated figure out of all of them. It reminds me of something he would do. And I wish, I know, it's a great variance of the Super Strikes are like kind of perfect for kids. The Indoraptor Super Articulation is more of like an adult or like older kid. And then the electronics is like for everybody. And like, of course, the Big Rexes. It's like a great variety. But I do want to see more of like the Indoraptor type, like super articulated figures, because David Silva's work was just incredible for the Jurassic Park stuff. And I wish, like you said, that Stegosaurus and his Carnotaurus, which both of them look like his sculpts, but they're not, were released. But I would like to have more. If there's something I can have more of besides new Rexes, would be the Indoraptor or the articulated like Indoraptor figures.
Don't listen to them. More T-Rexes, more of them.
Well, T-Rexes that are better.
All right, fine.
I'm sorry, I love Rexes, man. I want better ones. I know they could do it.
Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen
You've
it.
seen it, man.
So is anybody thinking about getting the entire line?
Yep.
Yep.
Everybody?
I can honestly admit,
Boxes.
I don't think I'll get the entire line. I don't think I'll be able to, but I want to. The wish is
absolutely.
there.
Bap, you might beat me because I don't give a crap about the mini dinos. Just throw them in the trash as far as I'm concerned. So you probably.
No.
I don't care. I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry. I'm not sorry. Not sorry.
I mean, you at least feed them to the colossal T-Rex.
No, put figures in it like human figures, mini dinos, and
Wait, so how big is this colossal T-Rex? again.
It says that it's 3 feet long.
Like, okay, never mind. The anatomy set. No, I'd go for that one.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta say something. That anatomy set might be too much. $50, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really want it though.
It's playing off that nostalgia string. That's why they might got you. You know.
Oh, they got me already.
Damn.
Dude, I'm looking at the Allosaurus set right now. It's like because I'm putting stuff away. I'm moving, so I'm like I have stuff. I'm packing stuff away. The Allosaurus set is like right there next to my Jurassic World Monopoly. And what? I really want to go for that.
I think I made a mistake when I was a kid. You chose the 2 vehicles in the Allosaurus set. I think when I was like 8 years old, my mom's like, "Do you want this?" And I was like, an Allosaurus set. I should have got like the Utah Raptor or something. But I don't know.
One?
The Lost World one.
Oh yes, dude. I have that one, but I don't have the set. I have it like I got it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you know when it was like, remember when you can get stuff from eBay in like a bundle, and it would be like a bunch of stuff, and it was like $30, and then
now
just
it's
randomly throw stuff
4,000.
in. Yeah, dude, you get that all in one box, like $30. All right, what I have here, and you just have random stuff. Oh, here's this weapon I have missing for this guy, and here's I got this and I got that. Now it's like that $30 is just a leg that you have missing for like the Allosaurus set.
And you guys are quite lucky because actually in Europe we never had stuff like Series 2 and like other series from the mainline released for the movie. So basically all the cool stuff like the RV from the Lost World, the Allosaurus anatomy kit and stuff like that, we never had these in store. So when you want to get one, you've got the price like right now, which is super expensive, plus the shipping. So globally you just like download a picture and try to print it at the right size to fake you have one.
well with Series 2 for the Jurassic Park original line, I never saw any in stores. The only one I did get to see, really, it was the Malcolm one. That's it. And I just happened to stumble across them because they were actually the Jurassic Park line, I guess, was like at the end of its rope or whatever. It was I saw it at Kmart, and it was in the last aisle. And the last aisle is where they put all the toys they were trying to take out of clearance. And I just happened to see Malcolm there. And I was like, oh my God, they have a second series line. And I saw all the ones that were on the back. I never got to buy those or see those as a kid. I only got those off of eBay later on as an adult. Like they were pretty rare.
Yeah, and you mentioned those lots on eBay, and you don't really see those as much anymore. But
No.
I think it was in I don't remember. I think it was 2012. I got it a lot, like for $20, like shipped, I think, and it had the Lost World like young T-Rex, the Walmart exclusive, the green one. And it's in it's in almost perfect shape. And later I went back and found the capture gear separate, and I think Ted's working on the little dino damage piece so that it's finally complete.
I am.
Nice.
God bless Ted.
Thank you.
Ted though, he I don't know, he's always finding good deals on eBay, right, bro?
Dude, I used to, like, when I first started collecting, back when I found, I think I found Baptiste videos on YouTube, and then I found Victoria's videos on YouTube, and then I found, that's actually funny, all three of you guys except for Jay, who I met on Instagram, all your videos on YouTube are the reason I got back into collecting again 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And then now all of a sudden I'm here, because like I didn't know, I was talking with Brad last night from the JP podcast, and I was like, I didn't know other people existed that were like obsessed with Jurassic Park, and then like randomly on YouTube I stumbled across it because I was looking at old commercials, camera commercials, and then I found your videos, and I think it was Baptiste did his the Mobile Command Center unboxing, and he did a few other like figure unboxings and stuff like that from the Lost World stuff, and that brought back a lot of nostalgia, and I was like, oh, I want to get back into this again. And then I found out on Instagram all these people are out here, there's podcasts, there's you guys, and then it like just escalated into this obsession like of just me hoarding dinosaurs again, and it's great, but yeah, it's you guys are the reason that I really got into doing all this again. So yeah,
it makes me want to cry.
Yeah, I'll give you a hug through the internet. I'm hugging you all.
The virtual hug.
Engine hug.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when we did the this is towards Victoria. Remember when we did it was like the Series 2 Jurassic Park line videos?
Yes.
And I did like it was like Series 2 Robert Muldoon.
Mhm.
That was the first time like I was, because the same thing like Ted, like I used to watch your videos, and I started seeing Matt's videos because that same week he was on there. I can't remember what dinosaur he was talking about, what figure, and also Baptiste, all those like cars, the match. Dude, I thought those things were real for a long time until I found out you were custom making them. I was like, where are those things? Like, I'm looking all over for those type of Matchbox cars. I'm like, they didn't make these. What the? Then I found out you're actually making them.
Yeah, but now we're going to be relieved.
Oh man.
But the crazy deals you were talking about that I used to get, I got sidetracked. But no, like when I first got back into it again, like I would find a lot of great deals, and that's how I got a majority of the stuff that I have now. But like lately, man, when I go on eBay and I'll just kind of look around for like a few odds and ends parts that I need, and I can never find anything. And if I do, it's like super expensive. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe all this new stuff is like going to be really nice, and maybe that will like take people's attention off of all the vintage stuff, and then I can kind of finish getting some of the stuff from my old, lines, and then also keep collecting the newer stuff that's coming out. But yeah, I don't know. I've seen it disappear too. There's no good lots anymore.
Yeah, because I think like the vintage stuff surged with such bad products from Hasbro. I was like, let's go back to the past.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's actually one thing I was going to ask you guys about, how you think that these new toys from Mattel are going to affect the prices on the older stuff. I mean, even like the Jurassic World, like the dino hybrids lately are going for exorbitant amounts of money on eBay. Like a boxed hybrid Indominus is going for like $300.
Really?
It's outrageous. Yeah, and even things like the Terra Minus, like $70. Like the Stegoceratops hybrid, the blue one, that's like $60. It's just the prices are out of control. So, I mean, what do you guys think is going to happen? How's it going to affect the Kenner stuff? I guess more so than, the Hasbro stuff. Do you guys see it maybe alleviating those prices a little bit since they're doing a pretty good job? Or is that stuff just going to keep going up no matter what?
Well, I feel like it will a little bit. It's got to, because the eBay scalpers will start snagging up all the stuff off the shelves, and then they'll start putting them up on eBay. And I hope so, because then maybe I'll be able to finish getting a few of the things that I need. But but only time will tell. So
you can only hope, really. I don't know. Like it might alleviate a little bit, but they're still so classic, and especially this year with the 25th anniversary. Even though we have all of these toys coming out, the 25th anniversary is bringing a lot of people back to the original. So people are going to try to think more of the original, and maybe at least for another year. I don't think the prices will go down too much on like original Kenner line stuff, or maybe towards the end of the year, because we right now are like in the prime hype time of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World related stuff. Yeah. Like it's after the Super Bowl trailer, people really loved that trailer more than the other one, and people that had no idea this movie was coming out now know, and so it's there's a lot of hype for it. So people are going to be thinking about these toys, but we also got a lot of like 25th anniversary stuff coming out. We have that book, we have the calendar, we have this, we have that. I last night I think I saw that they said they have a whole new collection that you press a button and a roar of a T-Rex comes out. It's so I don't know. I think it might stay the same for a while more, but it will start going down though, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think that now there's a new generation of fans coming on for Jurassic World, which are kids for the moment, and when they will grow up, they will look for what happened in the past, and the prices will like rise again. So yeah. I think we just have to stay on the hunt for good deals, but I'm afraid in a few years it will be even worse.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's gonna be like Star Wars stuff, maybe. Like, not those prices, but like hard to find. Very expensive, and kind of like almost like a secret drug deal, like in an alley, and it's handing over
kid,
like
come here.
We
Yeah,
need
like,
a company
your hand-
like Super 7 to take
Yo,
the
you-
old items.
Hey, what you got there? What you got there, man? Yo, I got a young T-Rex. Oh man, all right, let me get that young T-Rex. You got the dino damage? Yo, I got 2. Oh, I'll give you that one.
You're a regular Jurassic.
Hands up! Hands up! This is FBI!
Yo,
Bunch
you
of
took that over
Jurassic
state
teeth.
lines.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope that the prices do come down because there are a lot of holes in my collection too. I mean, I've never been a completist with this line, even when I was a kid buying this stuff or getting it for Christmas and whatnot. Like I only had a few figures. I had maybe the big dinosaurs like the T-Rex, Stegosaurus, Triceratops, young T-Rex, and a few of the other miscellaneous dinosaurs. But as I've gotten older, and especially in light of how awful the Hasbro stuff was, I have had more of a drive to go back and, kind of fill some of those holes in the collection of things that I always wanted but never had. And I mean, things that I'm still missing, like the Jungle Explorer, the Demon Carnotaur, and the Mobile Command Center. I mean, those are outrageously expensive, especially if you get them boxed. So I definitely hope that to some extent, this new product will have people kind of alleviated to some extent, and they'll be able to focus on getting new stuff, especially if they're like brand new, getting into Jurassic Park, and there's these are pretty good Mattel toys, and maybe I don't know if it'll help ultimately, but hey, I can hope.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I don't care about the Kenner stuff no more. Like I sold off my Baryonyx because the Series 2, and actually the repaint from the Lost World, because number one, it's not in any of the Jurassic Park films until now. So I want the screen accurate or movie version of it that's coming out. And two, like if I can sell off a Kenner item that's worth like $50 and I can buy 2 Mattel Carnotauruses for it, check please.
Yeah.
Like Ted, did you say you hope that people scalp the Mattel stuff so you can buy the Kenner stuff?
Yeah.
You know what, Ted? I'm gonna go with the opposite. I'm gonna go the opposite of you and say that the scalpers can burn in hell.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like any of those dudes. I've seen some of them.
God, they're the worst.
When
Dude,
I worked. Go ahead.
Okay, real quick. They released. Okay, I like wrestling stuff, so they had like a huge wave like on a Wednesday. I saw at Walmart. There's a bunch of crap. There's like these variants of like the Money in the Bank. It comes with a little extra piece, And I go like a couple days later to Saturday. They're almost all gone. I was like, what an a-hole just took all this stuff to sell it on eBay. God, I want to punch you in the face.
When I was working at Target for a little while, I caught somebody doing that, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna be here that much longer at this Target, so whatever. Went up to him, and it was during the Star Wars stuff, and I don't really collect Star Wars, but I just wanted it because I was told by other workers there's this guy who'd come in, and he looked a certain way and whatever, and so I knew it was him, and he rolls in there, brings a cart, and just takes so much stuff, but like. He was looking for these rare ones or whatever, and I went up to him like, so you're the scalper dude, huh? He was like, what? And I was like, it's like, yeah, I know who you are. I'm a collector, dude. I know your type of people are what's ruining the market right now. He's like, he just kept looking at me, didn't say anything. I just walked away, whatever, because I was gonna quit soon that place, so I didn't care if he would say anything.
I love
it. I seen him a couple times, and I found out it was actually him that was doing that. And then I dealt with some scalpers before on eBay, and it just it rattled my cage. Like, nah, man, awful people.
Yeah, so I have to make a correction, and this is something I sometimes forget. With regards to the Stegosaurus and the Carnotaurus that Hasbro was supposed to put out a few years ago and never did, those were actually sculpted by paleo artist Sarah Richard, and I always forget that for some reason.
That's right, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she did a really good job with those, and it's really a shame that they were never released. But
Yeah, those were so cool.
yeah.
Which one was the one that David Silva, the Pachyrhinosaurus, right?
And the
And the
Allosaurus.
Allosaurus.
Oh, he sculpted the Allo too? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I have the Pachy in box, but the Allosaurus is out. I was like, nah, this Allosaurus is coming out of the box. I don't care.
Any of you guys got his Beast of the Mesozoic or whatever, however you say that? I'm terrible at saying smart words.
Yes.
The Beast of the Mesozoic.
Yes, I
Danny
have.
Phantom, okay.
I have so far. He hasn't shipped out the like the bigger raptors, like the full size ones,
Yeah.
but he did ship out like the hatchlings as well as the environmental
Okay.
pack. So I have received a few of them, but I haven't had a chance to open them yet.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I got the. I ordered the Dreamoa. I don't know the one. There's like a brown raptor that looks like an eagle. Dreamoa. I don't know. Yeah, I ordered one of them, so it hasn't come
Yeah,
yet. But
I know. We're not kids anymore. We can't pronounce the names anymore.
The Dromaeosaurus?
I feel your pain.
Yeah, there you go. See, God. Yeah.
The classification for all raptors, Dromaeosaurus.
Yeah. Dromeo something scientific.
Cool. Anything else anybody would like to add before we wrap up?
No.
I like to say one thing. A big thanks to Matt when he did that one video of Hasbro and asking Mattel and all that stuff, and also like all the Jurassic Park community when we did that video with Brad for the Jurassic Park podcast. Like the community it really got together and was telling like Mattel when Mattel got the license. I think they listened to some extent because a lot of stuff they're doing is very Kenner-like. And a lot of stuff that they set out to do with these toys and the line that they're pushing is so extensive. I feel like they somewhere along the lines they either saw Matt's video or they heard the podcast video that we all did, and just having the community get together and say, look, we don't want crap, we want real stuff. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Even though I know these toys aren't meant for kids, still though, so are Star Wars toys. But yet, Star Wars toys are given sometimes a little more attention. And the Jurassic Park line, even though it's not as big as Star Wars or other lines or other movie trilogies and whatnot, it's shown its power 2 or 3 years ago. You know what I mean? So it's shown how important this line is to a bunch of us growing up in the 90s that love those Kenner toys and love these like realistic looking dinosaurs. Well, not too realistic now in time because no feathers. But the thing is, we all wanted something better. We're adults now, and we like to spend our money on something that we really want to cherish or have. Like, we don't play with these toys. Well, some of us don't. Maybe sometimes I do. But like, we wanted something better than what they gave us. They just gave us something that just like piled up in a trash pile, and we're just like, here you go. You'll buy it because we just stamped it with this JW on it. And that was very awesome that the community got together and said, no more of that. We don't want that. We want some quality type stuff. We want different lines. We want these type of things and whatnot. And as much as it sucks that like I won't be able to probably buy the whole line, sorry Mattel, but you guys really did a good job. And all of us, I want to thank everybody that put their 2 cents in when it needed to be put in. You know?
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, very well said. I mean, it's absolutely.
I feel empowered, Jay. That was good.
Very. Yeah. I feel like I want to get out and just.
That was
Go
like,
ahead,
we
Ted.
will not go quietly into the night. Like that was.
It's just me on a pedestal holding my Red Rex, just like.
Oh man, Ted! Now you have me thinking about the Independence Day toys. Now I'm wanting to do a show about those too.
Oh, dude, I found a Jeff Goldblum dude at the thrift store the other day for like 25 cents, and I grabbed it.
Nice.
You know,
Jay.
Which one? The one in the army suit or the regular one where he has jeans?
Where he's like in the blue jeans and he has that derpy face with the
Yeah, because
glasses.
they have a pilot one too of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had him, the president, and Will Smith. All 3 of them, they had them in like pilot suits, and then they had a David Levinson regular one. I had all those toys.
Yeah,
they're really good.
I never knew they existed, but I mean, I saw them on the internet and stuff because I know Ectogaza posts some stuff sometimes, and he's got some of the figures.
He loves
but,
ID4.
Yeah, but go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish. You finish.
I totally forgot what I was gonna say. No, that's fine.
Damn it. I'm sorry. But I was gonna say, Jay, your speech was so empowering that I feel like I'm gonna fly to Russia, fight Ivan Drago on Christmas Day.
Oh shoot! Thanks,
Boy.
guys. Thanks. It came from the heart. All
That was
right.
good. Yeah, that was good. Liked it.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, friends, I'd like to thank you all for joining me today. As always, it has been a pleasure having you on the show, and we'll have to get each of you on again sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and all of you guys do amazing work. Ted, with your customs and your repaints and, you know, all the special things that you do, you know, within the Kenner Jurassic Park toy realm. I mean, it's all really amazing stuff, and you contribute a lot to this community. So thank you for that.
It's all because of you guys. It's all because of you.
And Matt, with your videos, and lately you've been focusing a little bit more on your film analysis, I believe. You know, obviously you do some really great work, so thank you very much for that.
Thank you for having me.
And Baptiste, thank you for all your contributions that you've done through Mattel, and you know, everything that you've done, and as far as your reviews and, you know, helping to get all this stuff pushed for. Everything's looking really good. We're really happy with what we've seen coming from Mattel, so thank you for your hard work.
Well, I will say this to the team, but yeah, thank you for having me here.
Baptiste, I'm very sorry. I'm going to have to apologize on us three Americans. We're very loud, obnoxious. You didn't get to talk much. I'm sorry.
No problem. It was quite fun from here.
All stupid.
And Jay, you too. Thanks for all the awesome toy and collecting and team up videos that we've done together, and all your awesome artistry and your tattooing and everything you've done on display on your Instagram page. All great work. Thanks for sharing all of that with us all.
Thank you guys. And I do apologize that I've been very absent in this very hype time. I got a million things going on, but I should be returning more to the community and bringing more art and more of everything that I do in the next month or so. Just been a little absent, you know.
Nice. Well, we'll be looking forward to that. Alright, so be sure to check them all out online. They all do fantastic work involving their toys and customizing and artwork, and I'm happy to call all of them my friends. I will throw some links down in the show notes. As always, please be sure to subscribe to Victoria's Cantina and the Cantina Chatter podcast wherever podcasts are available. That'll do it for the 20th episode of the Cantina Chatter podcast. Of course, if you've enjoyed the show, giving Cantina Chatter positive and 5-star reviews is always helpful in supporting the podcast. Be sure to follow Victoria's Cantina on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And thank you for tuning in to the Cantina Chatter podcast. Until next time, bye-bye.